Hey guys, so I am going to apologize in advance. First of all, because of the bell noise. I have both my puppies out here. Well, I have one puppy, and then I have a 3-pound Yorkie as well, and they're both running around. And the bells on them are so I know where they're at all times. Because especially this one, she's a little wild. But, and another thing I want to apologize about is that this video is not gonna have much of any structure to it. I'm just going to ramble on and on about a few things that people have told me about myself, and I wanted to get some things kind of straightened out. One of them is that when I go to visit new spinal cord injuries and they are never really in the middle. They're always either super depressed or sad about what's going on, which was my case. And then there's the other ones who are like, no, I'm fine, I'm happy, life goes on, this and that. And I think that I need to express that it is completely okay to have both. Like, some days you are going to be so happy about, your life and the choices that you've made and the obstacles you've gone through and how far you've came since then. And those are the best days. Those are the days that you are going to feel the most accomplished. You are going to do your best, and your best is going to be more than enough. You are going to accomplish goals, and you're going to accomplish things that you never thought you could do. Then there are going to be days where doing your best means that you tried. And it's so important to remember that having those off days and those days where, you feel lousy and you don't want to get out of bed, it's good to remind yourself that you're not alone, for one, and for two, that even able-bodied people have those days. It's not because of your injury, it's because you're human, and things are gonna go wrong, and people aren't always gonna understand your situation. Something that a lot of people ask me is how I stay so happy all the time, which in the most part it is the case. I am a happy person. I have been injured for almost 5 years. I feel like I have adapted pretty well to this injury. I've adapted, but I haven't accepted the fact that I'm going to be wheelchair bound for the rest of my life, and I think that's why I work so hard to get out of the chair. I don't think I'll ever accept the fact that, I did break my neck and that my life is completely different than what it was for 20 whole years. And for the past 4 years, it's been a struggle trying to learn how to do things and be normal, I guess. I know that's really rough for a lot of my family members and my friends to hear when I say, that I just want to be normal, because a lot of them will tell you, you are normal, this is your life, and this is normal, and you shouldn't say things like that. But what people don't understand is that this isn't normal. This isn't normal for me. And it's important to remember when you are having a bad day that it's okay to have a bad day, and it's okay to want to lay in your bed and do nothing, and that it's okay to so for the most part I am pretty happy. I am always out and about. I'm always trying to do something new, push myself to the limits, and not let fear stop me from doing things. And for the most part, I think the best way that I have coped with this injury is through humor. And I could have a really rough day, but I'll go outside and I'll talk to strangers and make silly jokes and do my best to try and make people laugh. And that's kind of my healing process. That's kind of how I deal with my rough days. There's going to be days where I do want to sit in my room and cry, or but for the most part I deal with it through humor. And I don't know if comedy is the best way to do it. I'm not a psychiatrist. I can't tell you to sit there and read a joke book or riddle me this, you know. But it's the best way that I have dealt with it is through finding the good in it and finding the laughter in it, and you know, falling out of my chair. And yeah, it's discouraging when you're trying to pop a small wheelie to get on to the curb and then you fall, you flip backwards, and yeah, that's discouraging, but it's gonna happen, and I try to make a joke out of it. It does get tough when everyone thinks that you are this strong person and that you can handle anything that, you know, life throws at you and stuff. But I honestly don't think anyone's really that strong. I think even Superman needs his days to cry, or you know, Wonder Woman, she needs a break, you know. Not that I'm comparing myself to that, but I think everyone needs a break, and I think everyone deserves a chance to cry about it. And one thing I always tell the people that I mentor or the new patients that I visit in the hospital is that it is very important to have other people in your situation who can truly say that they understand. Because as much as your able-bodied friends want to say, oh, I understand, or your parents want to say, I understand, and you know, no one knows what you're going through unless they've been through it. And as far as the word inspiration goes, that word drives me mad. The way I feel about it is that I'm living my life the best way that I can. And if that's motivating for you, and if that, you know, helps you get through your day watching my struggles, then that's great, you know. You know, God gave me a purpose with this injury, and I am trying to fulfill that to my best. But if I had the choice to be someone's inspiration or be completely able-bodied and have all my function back, I would give up that for the world. And I think that's what's I don't think people understand that I didn't choose to live this life. I didn't intentionally think, you know what, I want to motivate people, and I want to, you know, be a public speaker, and I want to go to hospitals and visit people, so that's what I'm going to do. That wasn't my decision. I didn't choose to break my neck. I didn't choose to live with these struggles. I have no choice but to do it, and that's the reason why I don't feel as if I am worthy enough to be called an inspiration, because I am in a sense selfish with it, that I would give it all up to have my motor function back in my legs and be able to squeeze someone's hand and be able to jump and stand on my tippy toes and have that sensation of, you know, your feet just hurting you so bad at the end of the night from dancing all night long. I would give all that up, and I would give up the option to be someone's inspiration for my life back. I'm not saying being an inspiration is a bad thing, nor am I saying that if you want to turn, you know, this obstacle that's been put in your life into something good, as, you know, being an inspiration, go for it. You know, if that helps you get through your day and you know, helps you feel good about yourself or the cards that you've been dealt, then, you know, go for it. You know, that's great, but that's not my motives in life. My motive in life is to help others learn how to be themselves again. Another thing is that a lot of people feel as if, you know, they can't do the things that I do because I make them look so easy. I feel as if that's a part of my role as a mentor, to make things look easy, so that that little bit of fear that you might have will not necessarily wash away, but will shrink, so that you'll be willing to give it a try. A lot of things that I do are not easy, and I have just had a crap load of experience with it and a lot of trial and error. I have a lot of fear attempting new things and attempting a new transfer and trying to blend in as much as possible. I have a lot of fear with not blending in, and which I feel like is so out of character for me, because before my accident I wanted nothing more than to stand out. I guess you really want what you can't have. You always want the opposite. Fear is definitely going to hold you back. Fear is going to stop you from trying those new things. We all just really need confidence to get through a lot of things. And this goes for able-bodied people as well, not, you know, just the SCI world or whatever world you're in. But I really feel as if you have confidence and you enter a room, that's all you're really going to need. I had to move my sitting position because it's starting to get warmer here and my camera got really hot and it shut off. But basically what I'm trying to say is that everyone is going to have their bad days. Everyone is allowed to have their bad days, whether you're in a chair or you're able-bodied, and it's okay. But just don't carry that on through your life. I now live off of a quote from one of the poems that I wrote a long time ago, and it's think less of what you lost and more of what you still have. You still have a lot. You still have a lot more than, you know, some people wish that they had. And so I think that kind of helps me get through my days, but it's okay to want more at the same time. It sounds so it all just sounds so confusing, but that's what humans are. We're never really ever satisfied. And so if you want to live with your glass half full or you want to live with your glass half empty, that's completely up to you. I'm saying that it's okay to have both, and it's okay to have a bad day and then wake up the next day and feel and be your very best. And I think that's the best compromise, because if you're too happy all the time and you never give yourself the chance to have a break, then it's just going to bottle up, and that's not okay either. But yeah, have a balance and know that if you ever need someone who is going through the same thing as you, then you can always contact me. My email and my IG information is always in the description box. So yeah, feel free to email me. I definitely have mentored through email before, and not that I'm telling you that I could mentor you. I'm just saying that if you ever need a friend who understands, who really understands, then yeah, definitely reach out to me. And thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Hope to hear from you guys. Bye. This is Minnie, and there's Mickey. Melzy, no! As you can tell, she's not really adapting well to the new baby. She's very territorial, I guess, of her backyard. Not so much of me, but of her backyard. Her name is Mickey Jean. She's 3 months old, and she's a terror. Half Frenchie, half devil. For sure. No! No, stop it! What are you doing? What are you doing? Mousy, come here. Mouse. Don't you dare. Mouse.